Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, and we are joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta. And the question this Monday morning, Kriti, is what stocks aren't moving after the 90-day agreement between the U.S. and China? Good morning.
Good morning, Nathan. Yeah, there's really just two buckets that you can put the stocks in this morning. It's, are they reacting positively to this de-escalation from the United States and China, or are they responding negatively to Trump's potential executive orders coming down the pike when it comes to the pharmaceutical space? So I'm going to be a little bit of a negative Nelly here and start with the downside movers if I can, because that's where you're seeing most of the pain in this broadly risk-on kind of market. So I'll start with the bottom up here. AbbVie is taking a bit of a hit this morning, down about 4%. ABBV is your ticker. It's joined on the downside by the likes of Eli Lilly and Gilead Sciences. LLY is your ticker for Eli Lilly, down about 3.8%, trading at $706 a share, and Gilead Sciences down about the same margin, trading in just shy of $93 a share. So you can really see if you're a pharmaceutical company right now operating in the States, you are not doing well. The only kind of company that's in the red, I would say by the same margin, is Newmont, and that's a gold mining company, NEM, down about 6% this morning, really just following the macro move that you are seeing in the broader space as a function of the risk-on narrative we're seeing elsewhere. But Nathan, enough with the doom and gloom. We'll talk about these rallies here. Because if you are a China-exposed company and you've been taking a beating lately, you are not only in the green, you are in the green times 10. And let me walk you through some examples here. I'm going to start off with let's start with the macro, the copper story. Freeport-McMoRan getting a big boost, again in line with the copper move that you're seeing. FCX higher by about 6% this morning. But then, Nathan, you've got the likes of the semiconductor companies. All the chip makers here are in the green, especially the ones that do have exposure over in China or even in Taiwan, which is basically all of them. So Texas Instruments is a great example. TXN is your ticker, higher by about 6%. There's 6% moves across the board. Like a look at Broadcom, AVGO, higher by the same number, trading at $221 a share. Qualcomm as well, higher by 7%. QCOM, $155 a share there, which is very much a part of the Apple supply chain. So let's get to the meat of the Apple story here, because Apple, of course, we do know, has a lot of exposure to China, has been taking a beating on every tariff headline there is. There also looks to be some reporting coming out of the Wall Street Journal this morning that they are weighing raising iPhone prices in terms of their fall launch. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on. But Nathan, that is not causing a dent in the Apple rally this morning. AAPL higher by 6.7%, trading at $212 a share in the pre-market. It's not alone. I'm looking at Dell, for example, or Tesla, or even Amazon, again, all of which have supply chains going into China. Dell, D-E-L-L, this kind of hardware company, higher by 7.6%, trading at $103 a share. Tesla's up there, higher by 7.8%, $321 on that stock. And Amazon, which I think is the biggest mover to the upside this morning in the pre-market, higher by 8.2%, $208 a share for AMZ. And I should just mention, though, it's been clarified, I believe, by a U.S. official that the de minimis rule exemptions don't apply in this new kind of tariff environment. So if you're looking for that kind of read through into some of the shippers, you're not seeing that this morning.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.